Okay, and how's everybody doing today? Today, Eric and I are going to get these beans ready to go in the Instant Pot. As you can see, I'll get you down here. That little package of beans I has, because we've been soaking them overnight, have absorbed all that water, and they're about 3 to 4 times the size as they were before. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our ingredients together. We're going to put this all together and get it into the Instant Pot and get it cooked up. So we need 6 slices of bacon, and of course, as we remember, we just did pork belly, so we do have the 6 slices of bacon. Bacon is, I wonder where those scissors went to. Which? There. That's why I can't see them. They're well hid. All right, so we need 6 slices of bacon, and as you can see, this isn't your normal store-bought bacon. This is our own, and we're going to cut it up just a wee bit. Can you pass me the board? But I'm not all that big on measurements, because this will probably go through the pressure cooker twice just to get it really nice and thick and get all that flavor absorbed into the beans. We don't have any Worcester sauce. We can't really use Worcester sauce here, simply because it does contain fish products, and Sarah is deathly allergic to any type of seafood or fish, and not sure why. Yeah, kind of sad, because we all really like fish, but Sarah can't eat it at all without having issues. So rather than see our young daughter pass away, we will forego that. So what else do I need to do? Another cutting board that I used. We'll get this one out. So let's get this cut up a bit into pieces so that you do have pork into the pressure cooker. This is going to add all sorts of flavor as well to the beans. I know my friend Brian in Ontario, he arrived shortly before I did into Toronto. He moved into the beaches. I moved in with my wife into the village. But Brian used to run around with his camera everywhere he pretty well went. It has a really good repertoire of different videos done at the Toronto area, or right across Canada to be exact, in California. He does have his channel, and it's Brian Hardy on YouTube. He's he and I kind of got to know each other, and then we kind of departed, so I had to remind him of who I was, which is okay too. You lose track of people, and then you seem to find them again. I think with a lot of the ingredients, like the ketchups and the barbecue sauce, I kind of just sometimes guess. But We need 3/4 of a cup of barbecue sauce. I'll leave the open one because this can be hard to get out. And we like to use bullseye here. You can actually make your own. It takes a little while, but when the bullseye goes on sale at $9.99 for the 2 big bottles over at Costco, we usually tend to pick it up. It's a really good barbecue sauce, and I'm getting old, so things are always a lot harder to do. So let's get it. That's a 1/2 cup. Well, we'll do this the hard way. All right, so like I say, I'm really not always concerned about the measurement. That will probably work out to about 3/4. A 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. Once again, this really got hard, so it's just going to be a guess. As to what a 1/2 cup would be. One of these days we're going to have to buy a thing that we can slice, put an apple slice into. Keep the brown sugar from totally hardening. That looks like a good 1/2 cup there. Like I say, it's not going to hurt you, so if you go a little bit over, that's fine too. A 1/2 cup of ketchup. That's going to be about this whole bottle. So we'll just throw that in there. And rinse this out a bit. It's a 1/2 cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of molasses, the reason why I kind of look at this and laugh a bit, you're laughing because of what I'm doing is hand pouring it rather than measuring it, is I made these before, so I pretty much know by sight what we put in there the last time. But it's another way to save money. As I said, when we looked at the price of beans, we knew about the Bush's beans were close to $2.50 a tin. The other one, and there's no reason for that. No reason for that whatsoever. We need 1 tablespoon of mustard powder. And we'll need that too eventually. And I'm trying to find, this is where Bruce should actually find all the ingredients first, but there you go. That's atypical Bruce. All right, so we need 1 tablespoon of mustard powder, and this is the mustard. No. Measuring spoons. We'll get a tablespoon here. Garlic powder. How much garlic powder do we need? One teaspoon of garlic powder. A teaspoon of pepper. And I think we'll leave actually the pepper out of it, but we do need a little bit of salt. And that's a good teaspoon right there. And to that, we have to so we're going to mix this up here. Going to actually add 1 cup of maple syrup. Of course, we flipped over the bacon that we were making this morning. That'll give us the liquidity we need. And hey Eric, do we have an onion?
Yeah,
They're which?
they're cut up in the fridge, yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. And Eric already cut up a lot of the onions. The onion will tend to go bad, so we need about 1 to 2 onions. That also adds the flavor. We're mixing this all in. We're going to give it a little bit more water too, because we are doing it in the Instant Pot. And so we want just a little bit more liquid to this. And that will also help the flavors get fused together in the beans. And so we are actually have everything that we need, and we should be ready to put this into our Instapot right here. And like I say, usually give this a couple of rounds. One to really cook everything in, and the other to allow it to thicken up even more. But it's a great recipe. I'm not going to lie to you, you can find it on Pinterest. But for the time and effort it took us, it sure as heck beats spending $2 or more on 1 tin of beans. And once this is done, we'll give you a good look at what and how it turns out. And so we're going to the bean setting, if I can find it. I don't see the bean setting on this one, so we'll run it as a stew and let her go from there. And that works too. 2 runs at the stew setting is usually pretty good. And as it builds up the pressure, when this is all done, we'll let you see the finished product. In the meantime, have a fun day, have a great evening for the rest of your evening, and enjoy it. And remember, if you can make it yourself, you're already saving dollars. Have a good day, have a great night. Season's greetings from Outlaw Radio 1960.